Welcome back to the Colusa RedHawk broadcast.
Where the news flies and the students soar.
I'm your host, Leo Bedoya, and here with me are my co-hosts, Brooklyn Bradbury and Cassie Martinez. We have the packed agenda today. Let's get into it. Coming up, we see just how trouble in Ukraine has caused a skyrocket in oil and gas prices.
How a local gym owner, Mikey Badalucco, turned a global pandemic into a glimpse of hope for Colusa's youth.
The importance of financial literacy courses being taught to students across the country.
Let's jump right in. Here in the United States and all around the world, people continue to have their wallets weighed down on by oil and gas prices. The price of oil and gas have both had a major jump in their prices, with oil now being over $100 for just a barrel. Meanwhile, gas prices are now anywhere over $5 a gallon and at some point even hit a historic high in the $6-7 range. Let's see what Colusa local Juan Carlos Casorla had to say about how it affects his commuting from Colusa to Sacramento State on a daily basis.
The pain at the pump has steadily been increasing here in California. This has not only affected me on a personal level, but also my college life. During my time in college, I do not live too far away, so it is my wish to come home every now and then and spend some time with my family, maybe even a whole weekend. But unfortunately, due to these rising gas prices, I'm not able to do that as much as I'd like. I really hope they can come down very soon because I do really want to spend time with my family. And I think that would be best for not only me, but Californians and just people all across the whole country as a whole. This would benefit everybody.
Thank you, Juan Carlos. Although towards the end of the year, the price of oil and gas began to drop little by little, it may face another roadblock after the OPEC Plus announced, and I quote, the largest cut in production of oil since 2020, where it will decrease in 2 million barrels per day in order to spur recovery in crude prices. Through all the dark clouds our country and world have faced, from the hardships of a pandemic, along with global and economic crisis, there still appears to be light in our youth and communities. Here's Brooklyn Bradbury with her story.
Over the past years, Colusa's youth has been craving the rush of training and activities since the global pandemic. Local business owner Mikey Badalucco saw the opportunity and decided to open his own gym to help out the community. Colusa parents were very appreciative of this idea as it let kids be active in such an isolating time. This entrepreneurial mindset helped kids who needed to get off the computer screen and into the gym, where they trained and learned about the importance of fitness. Here's Cassie with her story.
There's no doubt that schools teach students vital skills such as how to add and subtract numbers or how to use proper punctuation when it comes to writing sentences. Although schools teach students these important skills along with other important topics such as history or science, one education standard that is not as respected as the others are financial literacy courses. There are currently only 15 states in our country that list financial literacy classes as a graduation requirement. These classes teach students vital life skills such as how to properly apply for jobs, how to manage money and avoid debt, as well as other valuable skills such as typing and how to use software such as Excel. Considering that everything is now done online, these skills are not only needed but respected in our current working atmosphere as well. There are currently 340 million Americans who are in debt, and some might argue that if these people were required to take a class such as personal finance, they wouldn't be in the predicament that they currently are in. The main reason financial literacy classes aren't being prioritized in schools is because of the simple fact that teachers themselves don't have enough basic knowledge on these topics. By adding financial literacy into students' basic general education, it will help to solve this problem because everyone will become familiar with the skills needed to pass these classes. Considering all the facts, it's safe to say that financial literacy is a course that needs to have the same respect as other courses being taught to students. Now back to Leo.
That concludes this week's episode. I'm Leo.
I'm Brooklyn.
And I'm Cassie.
And we will see you next week on the Colusa RedHawk broadcast.
Where the news flies and the students soar.